for my company is Black Series Edition LLC. There we go. Let's get nice and close to that screen right there. All right, so we made this announcement yesterday that in 2024, there's a good possibility that we may not be doing orders for customers because, again, on what we may have on the plate. And it's a lot already, as I'm seeing right now, because I already have to be out of the house today to go to another place and still do some more work over there because I'm still doing the service at that place. Ooh. Sorry about the yawn. I'm tired. Not unhappy, but just tired. That's all. I'm very happy, happy to be blessed to have all this work. But also too, if we can figure out a way how we can do both, then definitely I'm all for it. But until then, it may look like we may not be doing those orders and somebody else may be taking over that part because that would lift a lot of weight off my shoulders. Keep in mind, even if I do get warehouse space and all the equipment to run everything, I still have to manage and watch over all that while it's being done. And even if I hire people to do that, again, still, I'm going to have to be in there to make sure everything's done correctly. It's just a whole lot of stuff. But I just want to make sure, show you, basically, we can do it, but again, I have to be to concentrate on the contracts that are going to be coming at me. All right, so let's talk about saving you thousands of dollars. And like I said, that's not set in stone yet, but let's talk about saving you thousands. Because again, as I said before, there are people out there who have made statements about saving you hundreds, and technically you're really not saving any money at all. You actually have to spend more money due to the fact that you have to spend the money for an expensive projector. If you're using a gray screen, if you're using a white screen, well, gunmetals, they all use expensive projectors anyway. You are going to have to spend some serious money for a projector to make up for what the screen can't see. That is going to be a problem. Hold on. About to put my foot massager on. He just left yesterday. So you're going to need to spend some money for a very good projector in order to make up for what a gray screen can't see. Gray screens have extremely difficult times picking up in fully lit environments because they don't have ambient projection technology, and therefore you'll be subjected to dark environments. As I said before, when you're using venue projectors, you shouldn't have to turn off the lights or anything like that. This environment's going to be well lit because, again, it's under construction. They're still working on it. That's why we have our the blinds are shut. Due to the fact that all the work that's going on in the building, they don't even know exactly what they're working on and how they're going to design this place. It wouldn't be a complete secret on certain things. So that's the reason why all blinds are shut. On Friday, we'll be adding an ad tech, so we'll have to open up windows in there. We're going to run the projectors and everything. But anyway, as I said before, you have to use expensive projectors if you're using a gray and white screen because you do not have the capability, a screen does not have the capability to produce contrast. Number one, you're definitely not getting that. That's a huge lie. Someone tells you you're going to get contrast from a gray screen, not going to happen. If the color possibilities are going to wash out. Again, gray screens have a difficult time picking up in fully lit environments, and they're not going to be to maintain their color levels. This is why you're told to calibrate when you're using these gray screens and these white screens, because again, you're not going to be able to produce those colors correctly. Misinformed information, someone telling you at the end of the day that calibrating a projector is the same as adjusting your projector manually. No, it's not the same. I got friends that are professional in that field, and they basically use software and all kinds of discs to calibrate projectors correctly. And again, something not required under our technology because, again, our technology produces that beautiful image. So yes, you're going to have to spend more money. If this is a gray screen install that I was doing for this company, and mine is just the test surface, we're just showing them how the product's going to look. Because right now they bought the product, they haven't painted it in. They like what they saw. I told you, a customer of ours, my good friend, has our screen set up in his home, and that's the brother who owns this business. So he saw it, liked it, and basically contacted us. And that's how we got the job. So he already saw the screen firsthand, but he saw the older technology because my buddy Marvin has the older screen paint product where he has the newer stuff. I got to send Marvin the new stuff too, by the way. Thank you for helping him out. I'm sending some of the new stuff over. I'll send him a gallon to paint his screen out. But anyway, so with this basically a 200-inch screen installment, And then we're going to do another 200-inch of the Aqua screens. That's the one on the collection edition. But with the 200-inch screen, the customer only had to pay for, he bought 2 projectors because he wants to display 2 images off the screen, a multi-screen setup. His projectors, both of them, Chrissy LW 400s, cost him around under $400. That's it. Cost him under $400 for his projector setups. Because this technology right here is designed to produce amazing white levels, beautiful colors, and 100% contrast. It also has an insane ambient light projection technology embedded into it that allows the screen to be produced. There's no hard to do instructions. I was able to paint the screen in no time at all, as always. Because again, the last thing a company wants to deal with when installing a screen is a ton of instructions. They're not going to bother with it. I'm going to take it right from the door. Hold on, right here, my volume's stuck in for that. I'm thinking my volume's up here. But they don't want to work with a ton of instructions. They don't. As I was explaining to another YouTuber, that by using a, having those crazy instructions and all that nonsense, they don't want to hear that. They definitely don't want to hear that. At the end of the day, abstract, they don't want to hear that stuff at the end of the day. They want to know if it works, does it work, and you back it up. That's what they want to know. But they're not going to listen to any of that stuff. Majority of people I deal with. But anyway, getting back to saving you thousands of dollars. You're not saving any money with a gray screen. In fact, you're going to spend more money. You're going to have to spend more money because you have to get a projector to fix the problem that the screen can't see. You're going to tell me you can grab any projector, you're going to pick up 100% contrast? That's not going to happen. You're going to be able to use your projector in a fully lit environment? Not going to happen. Even if you use 4,000, 5,000 lumens, this can't happen because, again, the screen is already having a problem with absorbing the light in the environment. It's going to have an additional 4,000 to 5,000 of lumens of light making contact with the screen, and that's going to make it even more difficult. So you're going to wash out your projector with your own projector, or actually your own screen with your own projector. So it doesn't have any form of ambient light projection technology. Those screens usually don't have it. As for color, well, if the contrast goes, color goes right along with it. To pick up white levels, well, not really. You're not picking up 100% white levels, but you are picking up a white level to a certain degree. But again, you can do the same thing with the white screen, so what's the point? So you don't save any money at all with a gray or white screen. If we install gray screens in there, I would have to tell them that they would have to spend money for P2s or something a little higher up, because we know the contrast is going to have an issue in that environment. Distance throw is going to have a problem in that environment. We're not going to be able to pick up color correctly, so we're going to need a machine that's going to be able to produce better color, and it's going to have to be really close up on top of the screen to do this. So the less of a distance throw that we're going to have on the projector, between the projector and the screen, the better chance we have of basically producing a better image without it washing out or fading. So this is going to cost my client money. Hold on for a minute. How do you have 2 cell phones? I keep forgetting one's in one section, one's in another section. So yeah, that is going to cost you money. Because again, the reason why, because you have to buy an expensive projector to make up for what the screen can't see. That's what you'll be paying for. Now the reason why my customer over here, my client, well now business partner, you can call him business partner now, the reason why my business partner does not have to turn around and spend all this money, because our technology is so advanced that we don't have to spend all that money. The same 720p projectors I use in my demonstrations and I use for all different kinds of displays is the same projector that my customer is using here in the demonstration. He bought 2 Chrissy LW 400s, and these are 720p projectors, and this is how they look on our technology. So right now they're still renovating and still doing construction in the environment. This is just to show the owners how fast we can apply it to the wall. Also to the reaction. They're loving it. Everybody who walked in there, we had the screen set up, everybody who walked in there just couldn't stop staring at it. They were going over and touching the screen. They couldn't believe it was actually a technology paint. And of course, questions came up by asking us, what is the difference between our product and everyday house paint? And we were to show them the test demonstrations and results, because our products are tested. See angle gain, such as how a customer, if he's watching this, it can go from the side, the image will pick up with no problem whatsoever. This is them doing work in the building. Actually, we got to paint this giant, there's going to be a huge dome in here. We're going to actually be painting that in. And we got, this is where the screen's going to go at. So they're not going to cover up the door, the window. They're just going to cover up this section right here and put in a giant screen on this side and mount it to the ceiling. That shows you how amazing the angle gain is. So we've saved customers thousands of dollars. I got a customer, a few minutes, we're going to be shipping out in a few minutes. We got them a projector for $100. A ViewSonic short throw projector, the 235.1. We got them for $100. As a matter of fact, they bought another projector on eBay for $100 for the aquarium. And then they're doing the ceiling, and those projectors cost them $140 a piece. Oh, by the way, if you're on eBay, and you're selling projectors, you're going to start making some money off of us, because we are advising, if your page is legit and you're doing everything by the book, we were going to advise our clients to buy directly from you. So you'll be getting hooked up. A lot of people, we bought projectors from a lot of people online. So far, they bought about 13 projectors already. So you have an eBay account and you're basically selling good price in the day, we will come visit you and buy from you, because we need more projectors. And I've already directed customers going to buy projectors. We have a customer right now who I'm shipping up to for a church. Again, he's paid for a ViewSonic short throw projector. I got it to him for $100 because I've had this projector here, and he's doing a 235.1 setup. $100 is all he paid for his projector and for his setup. And like I said, the setup we're doing in here, you got two projectors, two Chrissy LW 400s for under $300. The projectors that are sitting on the floor for the ceiling, one was $100 and one was $140. The projector for the virtual fish tank on the smoke room, is a smoke lounge going on the other end of this right here. That one they paid, around $100, $100 for that one. So it's not going to cost them anything to install the projectors in. Again, you can't tell people at the end of the day you're saving hundreds if you can't save money yourself. My setup in the next room doesn't cost me anything. $270, 21 feet back, 159 inches. Right now we have the sun coming up. I can go in there and open up every single window and display off a screen that big, huge, with no problem and no disruption. So we save people thousands of dollars, because when you're using a gray screen paint product, again, you can't see 100% contrast. You can't pick it up. It doesn't register at all. You see this display right here? I'll get a chance and I'll show you the walkthrough on the ceiling we got to code in. That ceiling, they want an entire outer space atmosphere to come up off that ceiling. So that means that a gray screen won't work in that section at all, period. They can't dim the environment to accommodate the screen. This is a business at the end of the day, so they're not going to do that at all, period. The fact that when I watched that demonstration with that short throw venue projector and lights had to be turned off in the environment to accommodate that projector, that's not good at all. That's an extremely bad sign. That means that product won't pick up anywhere, nowhere at all, period. So it's not going to work. And then again, in order for you to get that color to pop a little better, you get better contrast, you're going to have to spend some money. That's why if you notice in the person who does the demonstration, he had to spend money for a very expensive projector, because again, it wouldn't work with anything else. It's just not going to work. He's going to spend more money. You can't tell people you're going to help them save money if you can't save money yourself. We're proof that we can make that statement by saying saving you thousands, because all our clients will be doing business with have options of whether they want to spend a lot of money or they want to spend next to nothing. And I told you, it doesn't make a difference how rich a person is. They like to save money. So right now we're doing this setup in here, and I did a test demonstration, well, actually demonstration display, and guess what popped up? We had workers that were walking in and out. People were coming in and out for interviews for the new setup in here, and it was asked multiple times, can you do the same thing with black paint? This is why testing is extremely important, because now I can go and show them, hey, there's a demonstration here, there's a demonstration here, blah, 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 blah. Our stuff is tested. All that nonsense with the abstract and different, they don't want to hear that crap. These are business people at the end of the day. They know bull crap. When you talk, they've been around. They know bull crap when they hear bull crap. They know basically business, real business when they hear business. So this isn't a person that you can basically feed this nonsense to in some range gain installment. They don't want to hear that crap. And they don't hear abstract. They don't hear none of that crap. And one thing they don't want it to be difficult to paint in. That's the last thing they want. And it's going to be headache. Something fast, quick, good results, don't cost a lot of money, and at the end of the day, they can use projectors that are not going to be expensive. Some of these people are using projectors for the first time, never had a projector ever, and they want it to be easy. They want to be to use a machinery that's not going to cost them a ton of money in the process. And mind you, we have a lot of projectors. We have 11,000 square feet to install. That's a lot of projectors going through this place. And like 4,000, even at 1,000, even at anywhere between 1,500, that's extremely expensive. That's going to add up. Yeah. At one point, we had somebody knocking 720p's, and now they're trying to support 720p's. So nope, they don't save you any money at all whatsoever. Period. Because the problem you're going to have is you're going to get that they overhyped your screens with these expensive projectors. You're going to get home with any one of these projectors and like, hey, wait a minute, how come my image doesn't look the same way as yours does in the video? Well, he's using a $3,300 machine. And on top of that, it has no screen has no contrast at all, period. So all the detail and the image, all that color, all that, it's not going to push because black is very important in technology. It's extremely important when it comes to projection screens. Well, I think the gunmetals are so dark. That heavy contrast level is extremely important. It allows the screen to produce higher color, absorb 10 times more light. But when you're developing a black screen, you got to remember, white light is extremely important also, which means you have to be able to generate enough high enough light for that screen to be able to push through so images come up looking like this. And your screen can't suffer from anything called the viewing angle, which means if your screen is having a problem and it can't pick up, you're going to have issues. And usually when screens have the problem with picking up that narrow viewing angle, that means they go dark around the edges, and which means they cannot be ultra short though compatible. That's another huge problem for the fellow who called himself making a black screen paint. Guess what? Majority of the screens we have to install in here are using ultra short throw setups because they want the projector to be right up on top of the screen. That's what they want. They don't want people to be to walk by and cast shadows and all that stuff. So we're using a lot of ultra short throw projectors in these setups. Yeah, so it's going to have to be ultra short throw compatible. The fact that he doesn't have a black paint that can do that, yeah, that clearly shows right there from the door. It's not going to go well. Look how beautiful that looks right there from the door. Now, with that being said, because I gotta go, I got orders to do right now. I gotta get my orders done. Just want to show you a little video on basically how our company saves you thousands. You don't want crazy instructions on painting your screen. You don't want to spend thousands of dollars for a projector just to get a beautiful image. You definitely want to be stuck in dark environments. Nobody wants that at the end of the day. You're stuck in dark environments all day. You don't want to, or we said crazy instructions, don't want to be stuck in the dark, don't want to be calibrating. And you don't want to go through any of that nonsense at all, period. I'm going to be doing a setup in here for the kids pretty soon. I got to order some stuff. But you don't want none of that stuff. You want to make sure that you're getting the best of your product. Our technology, like I said, we can make 720p with like 4K. We've done these in demonstrations. We got the test to back it up. We can tell our people that we're doing business, but hey, you don't spend money for a 1080p. You have to spend money for a 4K. Here's our test demonstrations of our product next to a 4K projector. There you go. So we save our customers thousands of dollars. Where others are just going to cost you more money. And again, even with all the money you will spend with the projector, due to the screen is extremely lacking, you're just going to turn around and you're going to basically be stuck in a dark environment trying to calibrate a machine, and you can't see contrast on a projector that's supposed to have it does have 2 million to 1 contrast, but you're not going to be able to pick that up at all, period. Not at 100%, that's not going to happen. And my cat's having an argument again with, I don't know what, but he's arguing with something. All right, well, with that being said, I have to go here. This is where I'm going at right now. Because we have, everybody has their tracking numbers. As always give everybody their tracking numbers. gonna take a walk out here. Better be careful because I have a stack of boxes right here, and I was accused of having a very dirty, filthy apartment because I have a stack of boxes right here from work. But anyway, these are our containers that came in. Oh, calm down, old man. So this is the stuff that's going out now. Oh my goodness, we have something in the sink. That could be horrible because again, if I have stuff in my sink, I'm considered to have a trashy apartment. It's the reason why I'm making that joke because I had some these are my boxes I have. So I don't have time to crush them up. I'm too busy going back and forth on installs and doing things. But these are just boxes we have stacked in the corner where I had to order my containers and stuff like that. And I think a YouTuber got upset and made some statement. Look, my place is not your place. My place is actually clean. This is Taco's area. He has his own section for himself. So no, we don't have stacks of stuff in the corner. And again, it's like 9,000 square feet in here, and it's just me and a cat. So we've got plenty of room. So no, I don't have things stacked in corners like that. If I had a family of 4 living in here and a couple of dogs and cats, yeah, it'd be pretty crowded in this bad boy, but it's only just me and a cat roaming around this place. But these are the orders we got coming out right now. These are the orders that are processing. These are going out before Friday. I got to get these taken care of because I got to go back in and I got to do more installs. So yeah. Why does he do that? I never get him on recording and do it. He does the weirdest. He perches like a bird on the side of the freaking litter box. And I'm like, why do you do that? I got to get a picture of it. My mom does not believe he does that. But yeah, I had some boxes. This is how petty these trolls get. I had some boxes in the corner. So these are, I had to order printing paper, all this stuff. I had to restack all my supplies. And now I'm bulking up on everything because, again, I want to run short on stuff. So I bought a whole bunch of stuff from Amazon that I needed for work. And this right here, he pointed out this section right here. So you know this real quick. This is my cat area. My cat has his own section to himself. This is his. This is supposed to be a dining room area, but we don't ever use it. So it's his area. So this is Taco Land. There's this little hidey hut. That's his little blanket, which he lays on from time to time. He plays with his toys. And that's his makeshift castle, which we'll get around to finishing. But then again, we ain't going to be here too long anyway. I'm planning to get a house real quick. So I might be just paying off the rest of my lease and going. Let me see. And yeah, we don't really have anything in here, to tell you the truth. That's the reason why I didn't buy anything. I'm out there crying out the window. Who are you talking to, Taco? There's no idea. Yeah, so someone, I guess I got a little triggered or whatever, they got upset over something. I don't even know. Don't even care, to tell you the truth. But anyway, yeah, this is my area right here. But it's supposed to be such and such and so. Well, you can check out the new place because I'm planning to buy a 4,000 square foot house. That's what I'm planning to buy. I'm actually looking at one right now because I keep forgetting that usually if I get a smaller place, I'm going to build. I know myself in the day. I like to build stuff. I like to build environments with new screens and new technology. And if I get the tiny home, I'm going to basically deplete it. I'm still going to buy one. I'm going to actually put it on the land. I'm going to have 2 of them, a little tiny home and another regular home that I want. But that's what I'm going to do. But I'm going to get 4,000, not 4,000, probably like, last house was like 1,600 square feet. And that was a good size, but I outgrew that one pretty quick. So I say probably in the range of, I don't know, 3,000 square feet home. Yeah, that'd be good enough. Because I need rooms to build, stuff to build. But anyway, as I'm getting back to saving you thousands of dollars, yeah, people say they save you hundreds because you are basically buying a great mixture instead of spending the money that you spend for our products. It's about $200, $300, $400. Yeah, we save people a ton of money. If you consider the fact that you spent $60 for a quart of paint, and keep in mind this is a product that's not tested at all, period. No testing on the product. And this is a product that's 100% guaranteed to match house paint. 100% to match house paint. So you're not really saving any money. And chances are at a quart of house paint, you're going to spend like $25 at most. $17, $20, or $25. So you're not saving any money there. If you're spending $60 for something that's untested and you're not 100% sure this stuff is going to match house paint at the end of the day, or you have seen it match house paint, then that tells you right there you're not saving any money. You just got robbed. If there's no real difference between that product and a white screen, yeah, it's no point in wasting the time and the energy to paint it onto a white screen when you're not going to see much of a difference, as I said before. If any YouTuber has to walk over to the screen to get that close to show you the difference, don't even bother, because you're not going to be sitting that close to begin with. So at 12 to 13 feet, you will never see this, never see the difference ever. So that's a waste of time completely. If they're in dark environments, high-end machines, that's another big, huge red flag, because again, it shows that the screen has a very difficult time in ambient light environments. You can't use this for business, and you definitely can't use it for home. So it's not going to work at all, period. Gee, was there so much stuff, man, they're not doing right. It's unbelievable. I haven't talked about this in a while because I've been busy, but man, this is the stuff you got to watch out for. Yeah, well, that's what it comes down to, people. I have to get ready to get the orders processed. I want to get everything done, everything completed, because I'm going to be on site today. I'm going to be on the other spot already over there. I got to go in with the meeting with them, and basically they're going to get ready to sign get me set up for the agreement contract I will have over there. That will give me a chance to basically put some things in there I want to add in there to help them out. One of the things I want to do is I'm going to be installing an 106-inch screen or 100-inch screen for the kids' classroom. That's what I'm going to be putting in. We're doing that for free. And we're going to be buying our projector, which we're going to get an ultra short throw NEC. That's going to cost me around under $100. And I already ordered my stand, which is $100. And we're going to do the installment. We're not going to paint on the wall. We're going to wallpaper it, which is the best way to go. I'm trying to figure out which way is the best way to go with it. I think we're going to wallpaper it and do it that way. I should do an acoustic. But the less stuff we have in there, the less stuff in to mess with. They're kids, I think they get curious. Oh, look at the deer. It's pretty cool. I just want a bigger surface. Ooh, that's what I'm gonna do today. I'm painting a bigger surface, bigger than that one. So they got another surface upstairs. They have this big, huge surface upstairs they're not even using. I'm actually going to do a bigger screen size today. That's what I'm doing today. A much bigger screen size. So I'm going to coat me a new surface, get something old they got up there, and convert it into a much bigger screen. That's what I'm going to do. Let me see. Yeah, I think I'm in today. So I'm actually got, how long? Let's see. I'm going to close to about 3 o'clock. So we can kind of play around there. Okay, that's good. All right. July, got to get ready. I should go to court for something else. And whatchamacallit, in June, coming up pretty soon. Yeah, I'll be going to court for a lawsuit. But also too, I got to get a suit and all that stuff ready, because they're going to have the grand opening for the smoke lounge. They're going to have their grand opening, and in July, and I'm going to be there at the grand opening. I'll be recording. Yes, I will. They will let me record and have fun and stuff like that. I don't drink or smoke, so they're going to have root beer. That's some kind of root beer I like, so we're going to have root beer up there for me, and I'm going to get bubblegum cigars because I don't smoke. You know what I mean? But it's going to be pretty cool for me to walk around. It's going to be crowded. It's going to be a lot of cool people are going to be showing up, so I'll be there for the grand opening. And also too, pretty soon I got my partnership contract. So within my partnership contract, like I said, I looked at, I'm going to be in sports bars. I'm going to be in drive-through movie theaters. I saw a drive-through movie theater, several of them, that they're going to be investing their money into drive-through movie theater with that black technology attached to it. Restaurants, outdoor displays. I mean, anything you could possibly think of, they're going to push it there, because again, they make money along with me. So they're going to make sure they have that stuff everywhere. And the fellow I'm working with right now actually owns a percentage of the 76ers. When I say these people are connected, they are connected. So his wife, incredible, she basically worked for Library of Congress. Do you know how many mad connections you have when you deal in that circle right there alone? The connections that you have alone, grants, anything that I would possibly need for my company, I can get access to it. Anything. And keep in mind, in the technology we have coming in 2024, they want to make sure that everything is locked down. As a matter of fact, they're going to be locking down a lot of stuff we have right now. They're locking it down. So that's why I advise people, just putting it out there. You do something stupid, you touch any of that technology where you feel that you're going to basically slander my product. Well, now it's our product, and say that, oh, it does this and does that, and you have no proof, we will drag you to court easily. I mean, it's not going to be me on YouTube having this conversation with you. You will never see the conversation come up. I will never bring it up. They'll contact whoever they got to contact to figure out where you're at. And you will get a certified letter in the mail stating that you're being sued. That's how it's going to happen. So you'll never hear me. I may see it, not going to say a word about it. I'm just going to bring it to their attention because we're all partners now in this. And I'll explain to them, yeah, we have somebody slander the name of the company, and that's what's going to happen. They're going to reach out to you. So you'll have somebody, you'll get a certified letter in the mail, or that's how you start a certified letter in the mail. They may send a cease and desist. It could happen that way. If you continue on, and then basically you'll get served for court. And this is not going to be small claims court. These are going to be civil court lawsuits, which means it can go up to about $1 million or more. It's a very, very serious case you will have against you. So if you're willing to lose all your stuff, you know what I mean? Go ahead and play the game if you want. You trolls are going to pay me a lot of money at the end of the day. Well, pay us a lot of money at the end of the day. So you're not going to be messing with just me. You'll be messing with an organization now. That's what you'll be dealing with. So, yep. Let's see how far these people. I'm pretty sure we're going to get a couple of idiots doing something stupid. If I catch you using my domain name without my permission, if you're slandering my company on your website in any way whatsoever, these are things we're going to sue you for at the end of the day. You print my labels out, you fix any black paint in it, you claim my product is something that is not, you're getting sued. If you have no way to prove anything that my technology does, you're making these claims, you had better back it up in court 100%. Or you're not going to win. So that's what you're going to be dealing with. And I've had this discussion with them. For the gentleman who was slandering my product, they know about you. I made it crystal clear. Jamie, I'm going to mention your name in this video. Partey, Matthew. Well, not so much Matthew, because Matthew's still getting sued, but he's not as worse as the other ones. But Partey, oh, heck yes. We're definitely coming for you. I'm going to sue the daylights out of you, buddy. I'm going to take everything from you. I told you at the end of the day, you got to be careful how you treat people. The power and reach I'm going to have at the end of the day is going to be unfreaking believable. And I'm going to be able to figure out where your head, or you lay your head, drag you into court, and sue you for every single penny you have. And it's coming. Jamie, you know it's definitely coming. Definitely coming. When we get done with you, again, once we reach the end of the year, you'll be being sued by the organization. You'll be a part of those lawsuits because, again, it falls in my contract. Once my contract becomes official, you now become a part of the lawsuits. Because if you slander me, you slandered them. This is not, I told you things are not going to go well in 2023. I called this in the beginning of 2023. I said, this is not going to be a good year for some people. Not knowing that this was going to happen, but now you see. So gentlemen, these lawsuits are extremely serious. I would advise you seek some kind of form of legal counsel. You're going to need it. You're going to have to be able to prove everything you said against my company as me being a scammer, as me stealing from people, robbing from people. You're going to have to prove everything you ever said against me in court. And if you can't, I will sue you for millions of dollars. Some of you will receive jail time. You will not be coming home because of the death threats and racial slurs and all the other stuff. It's not going to go well for you in court. For the fellow who got on the phone and wanted to say all that nonsense, yeah, they're going to find you. So you know that. You're going to call me the N-word several times over and over again? Yeah, we're definitely going to find you. I'm going to drag your butt in court. I'm going to file criminal charges against you. So, yep. Anybody out there, you take my company's name in any way whatsoever, and you use it any way you want without my permission, my domain name, I don't care what it is, I will see you in court. That is my personal promise to you. Well, that's pretty much it. Like I said, if you're going to do a review against a product and say, it's not to my liking, I don't like it, blah, 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 I don't care about that. That's freedom of speech. I would never step on anyone's ability to be. But if you're going to sit there and print out fake labels and put black paint in there and say, this is how his product comes out, I'm coming for you. Jamie, I feel sorry for you because Jamie's going to be sued. They're going to sue the crap out of Jamie. Jamie's going to have nothing left. I don't think there's anything left. Being able to reach out to Universal Studios, I can't, but they can. They have that reach to inform them that their product, the name on a product, Frankenstein, was being used without payment or royalties. So he's done. He is pretty much done. Jamie's got 5 lawsuits coming at him. On top of that, he touched the Black Series edition. That's going to federal court. We're not taking that to civil court. It's going to federal court. And that comes with jail time. Well, any of them can come with jail time, but the federal court definitely will be coming with jail time. Yeah, not going to go well. So, gentlemen, why I'm sitting up there building, well, pretty soon it will be an empire because that's what they said. They sat there and said, yeah, I'll be a millionaire in no time at all. Well, I'm building my empire and my company becomes extremely sensible. You guys are going to spend the years basically fighting off a lot of financial nightmares and basically trying to keep yourselves out of prison. It's going to be pretty bad. But like I said, they crossed boundaries, man. They crossed boundaries. They carried on. They acted up. You seen the stuff that Jamie was doing, all that black paint, saying this was our products. He was reviewing our products. Keep in mind, my attorneys can't wait to meet you, Jamie. They can't wait to get you up on that stand and drill into you. They can't wait. Because one of the questions you're going to ask you is, where are the receipts? They can go through my PayPal account. If you claim any customer, they can go through any one of the PayPal accounts and they can pull up. Everything's documented. Solid Wake 5, oh my goodness. It is going to be a complete crush festival on this guy right here. This guy literally went in and did a fake unboxing on the products. And not only that, we got him in a live stream trying to hide the evidence. Dude, you're going to get jail time. You're definitely getting jail time. I would basically enjoy as much as freedom as possible. I'm definitely pushing for jail time for you and some serious fine. I'm going to sue you for $1 million. Now, we know they don't have the money. $1 million, they don't have. It's the liens you're going to get crushed with. To never read it. Remember, it comes with interest. This guy literally made a fake unboxing of my products. You know how many counts of fraud that is? How much jail time I can give you for that nonsense at the end of the day? That's not going to go well. And I think the young lady who was actually entertaining the factor also, she was also too, and part of that, I also will be figuring out who she is, and I will be filing a lawsuit against her also too. So she knows you're going to partake in that nonsense. Mr. Matthew, you know you messed up. Come on, man. Sat there and talked to this guy on the phone, went in and bought our products, used it on a projector that we don't even support that machine at all because it won't work on our products. It comes up way too dark. And basically the fact that you guys all got together and basically, you are going to be brought up on criminal charges. Once we finish all the lawsuits, we're basically going to go back in and file criminal charges, and the criminal charges are going to be conspiracy charges to show that you guys all work together to basically try to tear my company down. Mr. Matthew, you definitely will be a part of this because, again, we have all copies of all videos basically showing you going from one video, having video conference back and forth with them on YouTube. Yeah, all that stuff was recorded for court. So you will be the first customer I'll be filing a lawsuit against. And you'll be about a couple $1 million. I'm going to make sure I bury you in so much debt, it's not even going to be funny. Right? For those of you who are going to sit there and say, well, that's not right. It is right, because they had no business basically slandering my product to begin with. And he knew at the end of the day when we had the conversation that we don't support those projectors. We clearly told him we don't support them. But to come in and do that nonsense anyway, this is going to cost you. Anybody wants to follow the same trail as Jamie, at the end of the day, this is going to cost you a lot of money. And again, I expect to see the same usual nonsense as I go in court for this nonsense anyway. The crying, the apologies, all that nonsense, I don't want to hear it. I give people plenty enough time to basically go on a different route. And this man didn't go on a different route. He continued to slander my company. And I know where you live. that's not going to be hard to get you served. As a matter of fact, I think we'll start working on you next. We're done with Jamie. We're not done with Jamie yet. We still have copyright infringements coming up for Jamie. We have a batch number, and matter of fact, I'm not even going to do the batch number now in small claims court. I'm taking that to freaking civil court. Might as well. And we have another lawsuit coming up for fraud, which basically of him basically mixing our product with black paint and claiming this is our product was slandering my company, all the nonsense. That right there is also the civil lawsuit right there. And there's a criminal charge that's coming up for stalking. Another one that's coming up for basically the terroristic threats. What do you call it? Hate crimes, which is under the racial slurs and all of the nonsense. Yes, he's got a lot of crap going on. All right, gentlemen. Well, I got orders to take care of, and I'm going to be doing it on site. Yeah, I'm going to be doing it on site video today. We're going to do a much bigger screen for these guys over here. That's basically about it. I tell you, it's going to be interesting. I cannot wait to see you guys in court. I really can't wait, to tell you the truth. I'm loving when I want to hear exactly what you're going to say out of your mouth when you said that, oh yeah, we call this guy a scammer, a thief, he was robbing people at the end of the day. And yet we got all these people are going to have our technology splattered just about everywhere on contracts and everything else, showing the product works perfectly fine with no problem whatsoever. So anyone, and I mean anyone who's ever made a claim, and we will be coming for you and I will be hunting for you, anyone who's made a claim about my product being so dark it can't be seen, and we can show that product was tampered with, I will see you in court. I'm going to give you a little bit of a warning right now. If I were you, I would start deleting your account as fast as possible. I'm just giving you a bit of a heads up. You want to be bold about it? Hey, please, no problem. I got no problem with snatching you up and taking you into court, because you're going to have to prove that that's how my product turned out. And if you can't prove that, you're going to lose a lawsuit. So I'm going to give you fair warning. I'm going to be paying someone to go through YouTube accounts to basically find out exactly who's slandering our company. And when we do find you, that's going to be pretty much it for you. I'm not going to send you a cease and desist order. It's not going to happen. I'm going to flat out file a lawsuit against you. So I'm giving you fair warning. Remove the stuff now, or we come get you. That's it. Other than that, I got to get back to work.